Alright. Oh, lots of nice things here. Scoot Swarm is pretty good. Magara is pretty good in uh, blue-white control. If I has just had to consider the strength, like power of card, I would say Mangara and Scoot Swarm are pretty tied. I like Scoot Swarm better. I like I like being able to do unfair things in Cube. Megara is pretty good, but I'm gonna go for Scoot Swarm here. Scoot Scoot. Oh, right. Elder Gargaroth is good. Keruga is good. Keruga is good, and we can actually set that up as a uh, companion. It's not that difficult. Bestiary is fine. I don't think we have a lot of like Llanowar Elf type cards. Though Memory Lapse is also good. God's Willing is good. I like Elder Gargaroth. I like Keruga. Elder Gargaroth is just good in terms of raw power. Keruga is only good if we can slot him in as a companion. Maybe Keruga will actually wheel when we go for Elder Gargaroth. Yeah, let's do that. Ooh, wow. Ulamog, Ceaseless Hunger, another power card that we like. Primal Command. Primal Command is fine as well. I like Primal Command, I like Ulamog. Uh, we do have Triome though, so maybe I pick the Triome here. Yeah, so Triome should be picked very highly. Like if you don't have any actual clear direction yet, it's good to pick the Triomes because there are 3 colors. So I will pick Triome. Alrun's Epiphany is okay. Or not really, actually. Into the Royal is fine. Wolf Willow Haven is a ramp card, which we may want. But again, Recovery is another ramp card. We do have Blood Artist here. We do have Breeding Pool. I think Wolf Willow Haven isn't bad. Thrag Tusk, I guess, is good here. Volo is good here. Volo is actually pretty good, right? Never cast a creature spell that doesn't share a creature type with a creature you control, or a creature in your graveyard. Copy that spell. So it rewards you for variety. Thrag Tusk is also pretty good, but we already have Elder Gargaroth as our sort of Thrag Tusk. So let's go Volo. Right, Tolvar's Huntmaster is good here. Chandra also good, but I'm not sure we want to go in red. We can go black with the Triome. Can also go Scholar. I think I'll go Shambling. Swarm Shambler is actually also good. We'll go Tolvar here. That's our 6-drop. Here I can go Blood for Bones actually, since we do have black, right? So it's not bad to bring some of these things back. We do need to sacrifice a creature though, but then we do have Scoot Swarm. Maybe it produces a token we can do that. Masked Vandal is also here, so that's also nice. But I will go for Blood for Bones. Right here, I think Kazandu Mammoth is good. Pet Collector is also okay, but we're not really looking to win through aggressive. To win through aggressive strategy, but more so to win with big creatures. And this is just a utility effect that's nice. That's a land and a creature. That's okay. That's good. A Chainer's Edict maybe is my pick here. I am not interested in any of these colors because I am like probably going Sultai. Maybe more black than blue. Bonder's Enclave though is also good with all these big creatures, so maybe I go Bonders instead. Let's go Bonders instead. Alright, so Keruga did wheel. And so far, with the exception of Wolf Willow Haven, we can actually use Keruga. Lifecrafter's Bestiary is supposed to be also good. Elvish Reclaimer is also good. I'm gonna go for Keruga. So that might be a free card for us, who knows. Okay, so here we want a land. I think I'll go Watery Grave or Bark Channel Pathway. We're base green, so this really helps our blue, but this gives us blue and black, which are our two secondary colors. Right, so we did go Watery Grave there. Here, maybe I'll go Balaged Recovery. I think I like these lands. Plus, it's still good with Karuga, so we go there. Blight Climb Pathway, Bayin Vale. We want Bayin Vale. Let's go Pathway. Ooh, nice. We get Swarm Shambler and Scholar of the Trove. I think I still go, yes, Scholar of the Trove there. Alright, Pack 2. Yeah, Pact of Negation. We have Wilderness Reclamation. We have Trumpeting Herd. Temple of Abandoned Inscription is good. Inscription is good. Sedgemoor Witch. Maybe not as good. Rekindling Phoenix is also good though. Like, but we're already in green. Maybe we can go green red. Or maybe we just go stick to our colors. Yeah, let's stick to our colors because we don't have red lands in the first place. Lear is pretty okay, but we also have Vraska. We don't really have a lot of spells, right? So we can go Vraska. That's good. Glasspool Mimic is good. Oracle of Muldaya, I think, is the pick here. Better than Vraska, in my opinion. We also have Fabled Passage, which is good. Maybe Vraska wheels, right? This is best of 3, so I should be thinking about that as well. Ullenwald Hydra is another. Oh, Rishkar's Expertise. Rishkar's Expertise is good, but maybe that wheels. Ullenwald Hydra. Number of lands you control is pretty good. Then we can have Basswood Surge. Maybe this wheels. Right? Or maybe because we do have a 6-drop already, maybe I should pick the Basswood Surge. Right. Maybe I should pick the Vastwood Surge. Uh, Not sure. Yeah, this really doesn't do a lot, right? Doesn't really do a lot. And even, yeah, let's pick Vastwood Surge. So we can ramp, like really ramp. Okay, so not a lot of things for us here. Mostly blue, I mean, mostly good red spells. Neutralize, I guess, is okay. Yeah, let's pick Neutralize. Ooh, Languish, Traxos, lots of nice things here. Also Poison the Cup. Alright, this is pretty good. Shipwreck Marsh too. I think Languish is a good choice here. Right? Mm, although that does kill our Scoot Swarm too. Maybe Poison the Cup instead? Yeah, let's go for Poison the Cup. Right, so more removal. Oh, and we have Toski and we have Halana and Elena. Very nice. This is very nice. A very nice pack. Do I want Baleful Mastery? I'm sad about passing Halana and Elena. I do like Toski. I do like Baleful Mastery. I think we go Toski because we did go Poison the Cup for the previous one. And then we can go Murderous Rider here. Okay, I like that. I like that. I like that. So we're still straddling blue and black. Oh, but also Wayward. This is also good if we're ramping. Yeah, I think I prefer that actually. Okay. Champion of Wits is fine. Blossoming Defense is also good. Uh, yeah, let's go. Yeah, Blossoming Defense. And then here, Fading. I don't like Fading Hope. What land? Did I miss something? Which land did I not take? So let's take. Yeah, let's take the land here. Oh, okay. What did I take instead? Wasn't that there were other good cards there? There were other good rares. Wasn't that the Toski pack? Morbid Opportunity is also good, right? But I think let's do that so we can really like spread out to 3 colors. Oh, still have Shipwreck Marsh. Ooh, nice. Ooh, wow. Okay. Ha. I like Thief of Sanity. Yeah, I know, but there was still a good rare in my color, I mean. I like Thief of Sanity here. I think we can support going 3 colors, right? Like, because we have 1, 2, 3, 4 blue-black lands. Yeah. So let's go Thief of Sanity. Ooh, right. Ren and 7. Ren and 7 for the ramp deck. Also Dryad of the Elysian Grove. But probably Ren and 7. Time Warp is nice too. Memory Deluge is nice too. Oh, look, Icy Manipulator. So we have Icy Manipulator, but no Moxen. You think Ren? Ren and 7? You gonna pick Ren and 7 here? Let's pick that. Meat Hook Massacre. It's pretty good here. We'll also have Counterspell. But I think... Oh, and Esca's Chariot. Oh, but the less... Okay, so a lot of interesting picks here. We have Esca's Chariot, Meat Hook Massacre, Counterspell. Seeing those, maybe I go Meat Hook Massacre. Yeah, I didn't get Languish, right? Yeah, we didn't get Languish. Ooh, Lurus. You have Lurus, Primal Might are okay. Tangled Florahedron is good as well. Maybe that wheels. With Lurus, what can I get though? Not really that much, right? Not really that much. So maybe I go Inscription of Ruin instead. Ooh, another Triome. Almost in our colors. There's also Shark Typhoon. And there's also Hiveheart Shaman. I like Hiveheart Shaman. Because our deck is already built around having 3 colors. So I think I will go... Ooh, Demonic Tutor. Ah, tough choice. Demonic Tutor. I mean, it's Demonic Tutor. Hornet Queen is good. Silumgar's Command is good. Like, Hornet Queen wins games. Yeah, I'll go Hornet Queen. Okay, we have Lair of the Hydra. We have... I think I can go Kiora, Behemoth. Because this is a ramp card. Right? Oh, Golos. No. Let's go Golos instead. Yeah, let's go Golos. Seems like the correct choice. Rankle. We can go Rankle. We can go Timaret Calls the Dead. I think... Yeah, let's go 2-drop there. Card draw here. Yeah, let's go card draw here. Another card draw. Oh, but Dryad. Yeah, I want Dryad. We already got card draw. Dryad will help us ramp. Sublime Epiphany is good here. Wildest Dreams also good here. Between these two in this deck, I'll go Wildest Dreams. Right, Lurus Wield, Primal Might Wield, Discover the Formula Wield, seek 3 non-land cards. Non-land cards? Okay, yeah. Wow, Shark Typhoon Wield. But All-Around also Wield. But I think we go Shark Typhoon. The Woodland Cemetery here. Wow, okay. That was All-Around, not All-Around's Epiphany. Well, I did pass an Epiphany at some point. It's not that strong, right? Alright, so let's look at the cards that we don't really need. Don't need that. Don't need that. We might want Sign in Blood, but let's put that there. This might be fine as a 2-drop. Like, we do need to do something at the start, right? That's why I got this. Let's put this here. Put Neutralize there. Then let's put the lands, the modal double face cards here that are lands. Okay, I didn't know that. Blossoming Defense, let's put here for now. Right, so I guess I don't really need the Scholar of the... Oh yeah, you're right. With Scholar of the... No, I can only still cast it once. I can't repeat it with Scholar of the Lost Trove. How good is Lear here? I guess we don't need Keruga, right? Because we will be using Demonic Tutor, Heartless Act, at least. And Keruga requires starting decks to only have cards with mana value 3 or greater. So we cannot use Keruga. Right, so I like Heartless Act, I like Dawnguard Elite, I like Poison the Cup, just that will help us survive. I like Dryad of the Elysian Grove. Maybe Wayward Tooth can go, right? Doesn't really help since we already have Dryad of Elysian Grove. Blood for Bones also, maybe not. Let's see. I think Volo is good. Tender Shoot Dryad is okay. Maybe I have too many 5-drops. Maybe I only need... Right, so we're almost good here though, right? I don't need this pathway. And currently I have how many lands? 17 lands, but I have Kazandu Mammoth and Balaged Recovery, so I can replace 2 forests with those and still have 17 lands, essentially. Oh, you mean that Epiphany? Yeah. You're right. That's Sublime Epiphany. Yeah, I should have gotten that one. I think I chose. What did I choose instead? You're right. Yeah, that's a very good card. I thought you meant Alran's Epiphany. Yeah. That may have been a mistake. I should have chosen that. So question is, do we get rid of Blood for Bones? I think we get rid of Blood for Bones. And then maybe side it in if we expect a lot of removal. How many green sources do I have here? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So not bad, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 green sources is fine. Then how many blue sources do we have? We have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, which is pretty good. And then how many black sources? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Also good. All right, so I just need to make one more cut. Uh, Lear? Can I cut Lear? No, the demonic tutor, wildest dreams I can't repeat anyway. So what I can repeat would be discover the formula, hieroglyphic illumination, lots of things still, right? It's still worth keeping. So what is the weakest card? What is the weakest card? And then I did pass stuff up. I did take out Inscription of Abundance, Blossoming Defense, which I think is fine. Taking those out is fine. I can take out Wildest Dreams, I guess. Yeah, so this should be fine. We can start. We can go with this. We have 17 lands. We have 17 lands, 15 plus 2 modal double face cards, and then we have these. Well, maybe we want a counter spell. Let's side in a counter spell if we need a counter spell, I guess. All right. So this is 3 rounds. Guaranteed you can play 3 rounds. And then you get back your entrance if you get to 2. Well, that's not good. uh, Alright, to keep this, we can ramp turn 2 to something. So I'll take that out. We can ramp to Wolf Willow Haven. And we can play Wolf Willow Haven rather. Young Pyromancer. So I can kill that, right? If I want to, I can play this Demonic Tutor, a Heartless Act, kill the Young Pyromancer. Play this Demonic Tutor. A Meat Hook Massacre, even better. Right. Oh, he's mono red. Oh, it's not mono red. Oh, that's good. But I think we'll play this first. Then this works when you have 6 or more lands. No blocks. He has to use 2 pieces of removal to get rid of this, I guess. We'll make a 3/3. Okay, we'll get a blue source. Can actually get double blue, right? Or blue and black. Alright, so now our Scoot Swarm is live. No, he can't activate. He's thinking he wants to activate this. He can only activate that as a sorcery. So now we can block the young Pyromancer. If he is mono red, then I think he's out of options here. Okay.
Ever see a volcano erupt in person? You're about to.
So he'll trade his Chandra for the Gargaroth. That's fair.
Got a burning desire to finish you.
And it's nighttime. Alright, so we're up against a fairly aggressive, probably a fairly aggressive red deck, right? So maybe Inscription of Ruin is fine. That's fine. Then maybe Inscription of Abundance is fine. Or maybe not, I don't know. Maybe we get rid of one of our bigger spells. Let's get rid of Discover the Formula, that might be too slow. Do we want Dusk Legion Zealot? And maybe Hornet Queen is also too slow, right? Yeah, let's reduce our CMC. Maybe Blossoming Defense is good. Or maybe Wayward Swordtooth. Yeah, let's go for Wayward Swordtooth. Can't block, but it will ramp us into our 5-drop. We need to like get to our 5-drop as quickly as possible. Get to our 5 drops as quickly as possible. That's the plan. Alright, this isn't bad. Keep this. Can go turn 2 here. Unless you control 2 or more. We don't have a turn 1 play anyway. I think we foretell here. Because this has first strike, so we're not going to block anyway. But we can foretell here. Okay. Thief of Sanity is pretty good. Do we need that land though? I don't think we need that land. I do like the Thief of Sanity. Yeah, let's do that. Oh, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. And if they have removal, it's going to be difficult for us. One way I can do here is Vastwood Surge first. Then I can Volo Human Wizard, then Thief of Sanity. So I'll create a copy of the Thief of Sanity. That's, yeah, I think that's better than, because we're not going to block anyway, right? So green, I think green. Okay, so that's this. Oh, what's that? Is that haste? It's not haste. Alright. Yes! Okay. So I can... What do I do? Oh, but then it gains haste. So I can Volo and then Thief of Sanity as per the plan. And then block this, double block this. Maybe block this too. And then Meat Hook Massacre. I think that's better. I think that's a better plan. Okay. Now, this activates at the beginning of their upkeep. Right, land. So I can just go Meat Hook for 1. Alright, so Meat Hook for 1 still allows us to play the Dawn Guard Elite. Actually, cancel. We can Meat Hook for 1, 2, 3. Right, and then still play Dawnheart Elite. We gain 3 life. Now we'll play Dawn Guard Elite. Dragon's Guard Elite, rather. So we got rid of the Phoenix. Sure. Perfect. So we can do this here, and what can we cast? Vastwood Surge again. Or we can just Toski, you know, let's Leer. I mean, that's a threat that he needs to kill anyway. If he doesn't kill that, we Vastwood Surge next turn. We play the Scoot Swarm, then we Vastwood Surge. If he plays a threat here... Alright. Nighttime! Oh, forced it to daytime. He's going to turn into night again if he doesn't do anything. If he doesn't cast another spell. So he needs to cast a spell here. Oh, not bad, not bad. Alright. Actually... Yeah, we do want to swing here. So he can still kill us if he draws like a very big spell here. Creates a dragon. Oh no, yeah, if he has a very big non-creature spell here. Can maybe a Chandra. Chandra kills us, right. Chandra would kill us. That will not. That will not. 6, 7, 8, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Alright, so we can kill this swing for lethal, right? Kill this swing for lethal. Can't activate this. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Right. Okay. Okay. Match number 2. This is pretty slow. But we are going first. This is pretty slow. I think it may be fine. We do have our colors, so like if we draw into another mono red. Okay, no, not mono red. fine. Okay. Guess we can cycle this, right? Then we go Golios. Let's go Golios. Uh, Still go Golios. Bonders Enclave. That's going to sting. Each upkeep, create a sapling token. This will buy us some time. There's no way for us to cast 2 spells. I mean, there's no way for us to cast 2 creatures. So we're going to have to keep chump blocking the Anax and hope he doesn't have anything else. Essentially. The Kindling Phoenix is very good. We were past that. If you recall, we did get to see that wheel. I mean, not wheel, but we did see that. I think we should consider that higher next time. Oh, really? Wow. Okay. That's something. Don't know if that's enough though. You'll gain a bunch of life, but you'll also have a bunch of, right, cards. It's better not to show them. I think it's better not to show them the Meat Hook Massacre. Let's try for Oracle. So here we can, I don't know what to do. Alright, that's,
I'm Shanta, the immolation
can't fight that.
sensation.
Right, so Inscription of Ruin again. Um, take out the Hornet Queen. We can take out Discover the formula for something closer to the ground. A Sword Tooth is fine. Right, let's do this. I should have mulliganed that hand. It was too slow. It was just too slow. Oh, we're learning. Okay, keep this. We can Demonic Tutor for a land if we don't get anything turn 3. That makes our Dawn Guard Elite 3/3 as well if we do that. We'll want double blue, I guess. Okay, that changes things. Let's make him discard. Then if he decides to kill the Dawn Guard Elite in response, then that means he's going to be discarding. I mean, he's going to lose 3 cards. Alright. Alright, that's fine. Before we use the tutor, I mean, should we use the tutor here? Yeah, I think we tutor here. Tutor for a land. Which land though? Ah, the one with the scry would be nice, right? Perfect. So there we go again. It's the rekindling phoenix. So this is good enough. Yep, this is going to be good enough. It's not going to attack, which is fine. We can play this, and then Shark Typhoon for 3, or we can play this, and then Toski. Oh, it's not Toski, and then Lear. So now it needs to get rid of either of them. I need to get rid of Lear actually. Because if not, then we can. Can we kick this? We can't. Destroy target creature's mana value 3 or less. Let's get something big. Something like, I guess Ren. Ren is fine. Alright, Ren is our... Yeah, Ren is fine. Can board wipe next turn. Oh, it doesn't need to. Alright, Swords to Plowshares. Let's gain us back some life though. So next turn you can Realm Cloak Giant. What should I do? Guess I can Toski. No, I can cast this. Right. This is for any non-creature spell. Alright. Okay. So I can Ren.
is time for battle. The entire forest is an army.
So approach is still very far away. We hit the Heartless. We hit the Phoenix with the Heartless Act. That means Bone Crusher goes away as well. No, it doesn't. Okay, so now we can Heartless Act. Let's first plus.
Every seed
Let's Heartless Act.
potential.
Yes. Let's play Toski. Let's play land first. And let's play this. Let's play Toski. Let's swing with all these three. Can get the Phoenix back, but that wouldn't be enough. And we can do Vastwood Surge and swing for lethal too. Oh wait. Yeah, this is probably simpler. Oh, approach of the second sun. We didn't anticipate that. Hmm. Wonder if we should have neutralize. This cycling though, so it's not that bad. Yeah, I think neutralize in place of the Tendershoot Dryad. Okay, here we go. Can't keep a slow hand here. This is good. Yeah, this is pretty good. Keep this. Okay. Wait. Yeah, we do need this for the second. So we'll have 2 black sources, right? So we'll swamp Wolf Willow Haven. Swamp Wolf Willow Haven on the swamp. Sure. Sure. Play this. This. That will make him see our board wipe though. But then if he doesn't cast anything here, it's also a win. Right. Isamaru. This is looking good. All of the Skyclave is fine. Can't block that. Interesting. Alright, so we can Shark Typhoon for 3, for 2, grab this, kill that. I think that's what we want to do. Bye-bye, Sunaru. I think that wins us the game. Or not. I mean, he may have that giant. The Realm Cloak giant. Oh, okay. Swords to Plowshares then. I don't need to overcommit here. I might draw the Realm Cloak Giant. Alright. So far, both of our opponents were fairly aggressive decks. What do we get? So we already get 4,000 gold from this. And if we win 3 times, we get 6,000 gold. But in any case, we can re-roll already because we got the 2 wins, which is pretty good practice. I mean, I think that's a pretty swell deal. I think I wanna, well, get rid of the Hornet Queen. I feel like we need this slotted in here somewhere. Yeah, I think we need that. Maybe we don't want the Tender Shoot Riot. We need earlier drops. Maybe Wayward Swordtooth wasn't such a bad thing too. I think that's fine. This is too heavy. Can mulligan this. Alright, this is better, I guess. Dusk Legion is fine. Can get rid of the Leer, I guess. Yeah. Another mono red. Oh my gosh. Right. Well, I'm glad we mulliganed. Right, so we should Dusk Legion next turn. Okay. Wow, okay. That's probably not the best thing to do. Then again, if you're lucky, you don't need to be good. That is the way Magic goes. So I think I want to cycle the hieroglyphic elimination. I should have played this, right? Ah, that's going to hurt. Ha! Huh. Why did he? Is it non-basic? Oh, non-basic. Oh, we're glad we didn't. Okay, we're not. We're now glad we didn't put in Shipwreck Marsh, right? What are the odds that we can draw? Ah, yes, perfection. So this works, right? Shipwreck Marsh. For 2 even. We just need for 1, but... Oh, we need for 2 because Phoenix of Ash. Right. Alright, so they're going to play Phoenix of Ash next turn. We're going to play Golos. We're going to get us down to 6, 5, 4. Need a way to kill Phoenix of Ash. Why don't all of them have that? Take action. We're hoping to draw. We're hoping to draw. What are we hoping to draw? Hornet Queen. It's not Hornet Queen. So out with the Hornet Queen, in with the Inscription of Ruin, and then we do want to counter that Phoenix, and we do want the Wayward Swordtooth. What did we take out from before? Discovered the formula. And we didn't have Dusk Legion Zealot, but I think I want to keep Dusk Legion Zealot. So maybe I take out the Sword Tooth again. Alright, let's do this. So this only goes to show that we should not ignore our early drops. Magda. I can get blue-black from here. Right, sure. Sure. So I think we Scoot Swarm, play Bonders. Is that a good idea? Or maybe not. Maybe we just Fastwood Surge. Let's think. If I Scoot Swarm, I can have a blocker. The next turn I can have Scoot Swarms. Yeah, I think that's better. That's the safer play. And if he kills our Scoot Swarm, then that's still okay. We can Vastwood Surge. Yes, perfect. So now we Vastwood Surge. So now he has to kill our Scoot Swarm. Yes. Yeah, so putting stuff in front of him works. Putting stuff in front of him works. We don't really have a lot of stuff to put in front of him. This can't block. Alright, so that's what we want to fix. Going forward, if we draft this archetype again, we have to make sure that we have enough early things to keep us alive. But in any case, we are going at least 2-1 in this run, so that's good. And this is a keeper. Do have one Heartless Act. This is a tough choice. I think we go land. Okay. It's not good. Okay. As long as he has no removal. If we can draw another land, we're still in this game. Oh, he has removal. We can draw another land, are we still in this game? Maybe. Maybe. We block this guy. Now we're dead. Yeah, mono red looks better than mono white, I think. If you can get Anax, if you can get a hold of Anax, a bunch of good 1-drops, that's pretty good. Even if they play a land here, they win. They just play a land, animate that, then it's probably it's not the best play. But they're winning anyway, so it doesn't matter. I suppose we have, suppose we have Meat Hook here, we can still win, right? If we had Meat Hook, we'll gain 3, 6, 7, 8. We'll go back to 9 life. Oh, but then he'll have a bunch of creatures that will kill us next turn, so we're still dead. Alright, that's fine. Alright, so we gain 4,000 gold and a rare treasure map. Alright. Alright, let's do another one. Let's do another one. So we were able to get our gold back there and then some. So let's do another one. But let me get some coffee first. So we learned that mono red is good. Right, particularly if you can get aggressive creatures and that goblin that destroys lands. Like is Stone Rain also in the cube? Right now we're up 1,000 gold. Because we are paying gems. So 4,000, we got 4,000 gold, but essentially we just paid 3,000 gold. All right, let's see. Right, so strongest card, well, Mana Form Hellkite is pretty good. BVN is pretty good. This is pretty meh. Vivian Reed is pretty good though. Eldest Reborn is good too, but slow. Uh, yeah, let's see if we can get into an aggressive red deck. You have Thalia here, which is good. Manland, which is good. Pillar of Flame, which is good. Why don't we force red and just see what let's just see what happens. Anyway, we're ahead, right? We're ahead by 1,000 gold. Oh, this is nice. In limited, I mean. Like in constructed, I'd say it's meh. But in limited, this is okay. Okay. This one still has a good red card in it. We're picking that. So we're forcing red. Fight with fire. Luminarch Aspirant is also good though. Should we branch into white? There was a Thalia and several other good white cards. Maybe it's a good idea to branch to white. Faithless Looting is kinda bad in an aggressive deck, but we have Charming Prince, we have this. We have Hostel. We also have Dancing Sword. Dancing Sword is probably better than Charming Prince. Ooh, Welcoming Vampire, yes. We also have Lava Coil, but yeah, Welcoming Vampire is pretty good in a red-white aggressive deck, I think. And remember there was Thalia in the first pack, right? This is our pack 1 pick 8, so this is the one that we're about to see the ones that had some white cards in them. See if white is open. Okay. We have Embrat's Shieldbreaker and Zariel. This still has more power. I'm gonna pick that.
My devotion to victory was forged in hellfire.
There's Talia. Oh, I think I still want Bone Splitter is probably good in an aggressive deck. We can still go mono red. That's why I chose that instead of Thalia. I think it's a better 2-drop. Maybe I'm wrong though. So we do have a lot of double red, double red. So if we don't have mana fixing, I think it's better to just go mono red. Or maybe find another splash. God Pharaoh's Gift. Also have Swift Response, which might be better than Soul Guide Lantern. The God Pharaoh's Gift is Also not so bad. Yeah, let's pick God Pharaoh's Gift there. Can go mono red, then God's Pharaoh's Gift as the top end. So this is a blank for us. Might as well pick this. I mean, maybe we go black or red white, who knows. Right, we're looking for powerful red cards, and you have Torbran. It's pretty good. Which means we will go mono red if we pick this, right? Maybe hope for this to wheel. I'm not averse to that. I'm fine with that, I think. Let's do that. Start planning mono redness. We do want one drops. We don't have one drops yet. I think we have to commit now if we're going to go mono red. Our deck is hardly built. Like, we need a ton of playables and a good curve. And I think once you go mono red, it's not hard to shift to mid range. Same probably with mono white. Like, if you are picking only good white aggressive cards in pack one, or only good red aggressive cards in pack one, you'll find it hard to go into a mid range direction unless you basically ignore most of your picks. We have our top end here, our 4 drops, which are quite powerful. We just need to round out our 3, 2, 1 drops. Yes, we do like this. We also like this. Stone Coil Serpent is also fine. There are no red cards in this pack, which really concerns me. But we wanted to pick this so that, like, other people who may be going on red would realize there are no red cards and will abandon going mono red. So otherwise, if there are several of us trying to get mono red off of this pack, of this draft, then that's going to be a problem. It's going to be a problem for all of us. Okay. That's not a bad 5 drop, I guess. Maybe we get this to wheel. This is also a good follow-up to the mana form Hellkite. You can create a 5/5 dragon and 3 1/1s. Alright, okay. Things are somewhat looking up. How good do I like this? Dragon's Rage Channeler over Vyashino Pyromancer. Uh, okay. It does trigger off Bone Splinter, right? Any non-creature spell you get to surveil. Okay. Legendary sorcery. That doesn't work well. Legion's Landing is fine though. Maybe we do have to go red white. I don't think we have enough red cards to support mono red. Banneret is fine. Okay, this is very good. We have our Phoenix of Ash here, which I think we want, definitely want this. Our bread and butter. We've seen that plenty of times in the mono red decks that we faced. I think I'm gonna go Halana Elena here. Well, we can also go Shelter. I went Shelter. I went with Shelter. Scorch Splinter here. We can also go Heroic Reinforcements. Oh, Grim Lavamancer. Yes, let's go Grim Lavamancer. This is a blank. I don't know what to get here. Just rams through. And here we can go weaponize the monsters. Yes, that wheel. Oh, if we went Halana Elena, we could have gotten this and then Halana Elena. But this is a 2-drop that I'm also fine with taking. Guess we can go with Krug. Oh, okay. Okay. I don't mind this. Oh, this has nothing except for the land, which is fine. We're seeing a pattern here, right? Like, these are fairly... You've seen this already. Yeah, definitely Shatter Skull Smashing is my pick here. Alright, we have Clifftop Retreat, which I think is our pick here. We want to get into white. There's no other... This is also good. This might wheel. This, in all fairness, this might also wheel. Yeah, let's go Clifftop Retreat. Alright, Fateful Absence, Giant Killer, all good cards. Both good cards. A Braid is also a good card. Uh, a Braid is also good. Let's go Faithful Absence. Ooh, yes. I think this is good here. Oh, but we also have Magda. That's also good. Many of these are good. I think we go Magda. Is that Sarah the Benevolent? And Esper Sentinel. Huh. Mm, and Lightning Axe. Lore Hold Command. Alright. Very lots of good things. Let's go Sarah. Inquisition, Valorous Stance. Let's go Sacred Foundry here. Wow, nice. Okay. No, pathway over another one drop. Yes. So we can go red white. Anointed Procession. Oh, this Faithful Disciple. When he dies. Yeah, I prefer Usher the Fallen, I think. Kathar's Crusade is good, but this is also good. I think that one's better. Ooh, we get this to wheel. Alright. Fantastic. Nice. Obosh is good here. Alcide is okay. Uh, go Obosh. Okay, Conclave Tribunal. Yeah, removal is good there. It's a blank. Watch the Weak. It's a good sideboard card. Yes, we're not doing Sedgemoor Wish, not doing Ram Through, we're not doing Return. Not doing Sunpetal Grove. Okay, Giant Killer is good, Legion Standing is good, Usher the Fallen is good, Dragon Channeler is good, Faithless Looting not so good, Goblin Banneret is okay, Grim Lamamancer is okay, Weaponize the Monsters we can cut, Bone Splitter is good I think, Luminary Aspirant is good, Dancing Sword, cut, because of Bone Splitter, yeah, maybe we consider those. Pride of Conquerors is a cut, Battle Cry Goblin is good, okay. Thundering Rebuke is fine. Biashino is fine. This is a land. So we can cut a mountain for that. Unbreakable Formation is okay. Welcoming Vampire is okay. Crush the Weak is a sideboard card. Ruin Blaster is okay. Toral Disciple is okay. Phoenix Flash is okay. Palladium Mirror is a cut. Tribunal is okay. Benevolent is okay. Manaform Hellkite is okay. Kindling Phoenix is okay. This is a cut. Form Engine is a cut. Traxos is a cut. Burn the House Down is a cut. Alright, so now we have to choose Shelter is a cut. What are our options for... So you can have Bone Splitter or Dancing Sword, but not both. Bone Splitter is cheaper to equip. Dancing Sword gives us additional toughness. Is one mana cost higher overall. 1 white mana cost higher. So I think we can cut the Bone Splitter and have the Dancing Sword instead. But we'll still need to cut 2 things. I guess God Pharaoh's Gift is 1. And we can put it in if we need additional threats. 16 lands. Oops. 16 lands plus Shatter Skull is 17. Right. So we just need to make one more cut. I think... How many red sources do we have? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 red sources. Should be able to support Torbrand. But Torbrand may not be so good here. Right. 7. Why do we have more red sources? I mean more white sources than red sources. I think we need more red sources. Yeah. 6, 7, 8, 9 white sources. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 red sources. I think that's better. We just need to cut one. I think I cut Torbrand. It's either we cut Torbrand or we cut Obosh. Let's cut Obosh. Alright, we have pretty good mana base, I think. And it's good that we got to try aggressive deck. I mean the ramp deck and then an aggressive deck. I'll keep this. Hopefully we draw 1 drop. Ooh, wow. Would you look at that? Okay, that's not aggressive at least. We can cliff-top retreat. Okay. So cliff-top retreat. Then Phoenix of Ash. Now we swing with both. We put a +1/+1 counter. Phoenix of Ash. Next turn we can Sarah. Minus. Now we'll Magda and Yashino Pyromancer. Right. And we'll put a counter on. I guess it's going to counter the Pyromancer. Sure. Alright. If he swings with both here, yeah, okay, he won't swing with both. So we just take that. Wow, this is pretty good though, right? Okay. So we were going to attach it and then swing on the air. So, blue-red with this, which we need to kill quickly. Shelter's probably good. Let's take away Torbrand. I think this is fine. Well, so far we've only been matched against aggressive decks, which makes me think that it's overdrafted, which means that if we can draft removal well in a mid-range deck, maybe that's the key. Alright. Keep this. Is he going to block? There it is again. So we're gonna go Rekindling Phoenix, I guess. Or Mana Form Hellkite will also be. No, we go Rekindling Phoenix first, then Mana Form Hellkite, then Sarah. Turn 1 Ruin Crab is problematic. Did he draw a counter spell? Not, okay. Okay. Okay, so we can go Shatter Skull Smash in. Oh, nice. Okay. Okay, we can go Sarah. I guess we can go Sarah minus. Play this. Okay, that doesn't really do anything. Guess we can block. Hopefully he doesn't have removal. That was a 2-0, right? Yeah, in theory, having Ruin Crab is pretty good. If you can get multiples of it and then a very controlling blue-white deck, I think that works. Oh, this is good. Keep this. Go Usher the Fallen. We swing with Usher the Fallen, and then we make another 1/1. Oh, okay. Fine. So you play this. You play Banazri and we can play Dragon Rage and Goblin. And if he has Meathook Massacre, then, well, he has Meathook Massacre. What can we do? Okay, Valentine. Alright. Doesn't really do anything much. Alright. So we can play this, then haste. Or we can explode one of his lands. I like the idea of exploding one of his lands. Interesting. He probably has some trick, right? And this is lifelink, so maybe I don't want to do that. Perfect. Alright, let's put that there. Oh, he has removal. Why did he use that? So here I can mentor something. Probably want to mentor this. Alright, so he probably will block the Banneray. Probably should block the Banneray, right? But then that will allow me to attack one more time. Now we have many goblins. You have 3 goblins. I can... that's not going to do anything. Oh, I should have waited. It doesn't matter though, I think. But... because I could have waited so that the +1/+1 would also be here. 4, 5, 6, 7 times. But he's dead anyway. Okay. So this is sort of the deck that we are concerned about. Let's have Shelter. It's not Torbrand. We'll be relying on our Planeswalkers. Yeah, Ruin Blaster was very good there. Maybe Rage Chandler is not so good here. He has several ways to take care of the graveyard. I don't know. Let's go 41. Just can't make a decision. And I do want that extra value, that extra 4-drop over Torbrand. Okay, yeah, this is good. Keep. Yeah, see, I like Torbrand. I mean, I like Avernus better here. Okay, it's somewhat concerning. Okay. It's not as scary here. Alright, I mean, Wilderness Reclamation doesn't really do a lot unless you have, like, something big. Alright. Inquisition. Oh, that's sad.
I am death. Swift, let your fury instill fear.
Now we're just going to draw lightning bolts forever. Sure.
Rain hellfire on
We didn't
them.
even get to cast our lightning bolts. Oh, that was sweet. That was sweet. That was sweet. Yeah, I'm beginning to get the idea. Like, you can't approach this format. You can't approach this format thinking that you'll be paired against other other aggro decks. No, sorry, other mid-range decks, and those, so you can take your time setting up, and you can pick things that are like mostly top end and rely on like few removal to let you survive the first assaults, the first turns. Then again, there's this hand that's quite bad. Get rid of this. Alright, this is better. Okay. Much better, actually. If he doesn't have anything to do on turn 1, that means I can basically... Yes. Yes! So I can try to pin him down here, but I think they'll just... Yeah, because if he's going to swing with that Magda to get the treasure, then I will get to block. Okay, that's good. Fight one of the tokens. Then Magda gets to swing. Alright, that's fair. Yeah, so this is more like it. I mean, this is the mid-rangey deck that's prepared to handle aggro. That's not too greedy. Oh my gosh, no. Ugh. Well, we can deal with that though, so it's not entirely problematic. We convoke. Don't want to block with that. Don't want to block with that. Okay. Alright, so red, green probably is the safer. Oh my gosh, no. Well. Well, I can kill this at least, right? Maybe that was wrong. Maybe I should have attacked. Yeah, maybe I should have, but... Okay. No, it's not attacking. Nice. 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 You didn't know that. Doesn't know I can pump this. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Blowout. Ah, blow out. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Blow out. Alright. So we had no business winning there, but opponent made some pretty bad choices. Do we want Crush the Weak is the question. Or Archduke of Avernus. I think Thorbrand probably not good. I think Shelter probably also not good. Question is, do we want Crush the Weak? Or do we just want this? Yeah, I think more Planeswalkers is probably better. Crush the Weak doesn't really help us. We had no business winning that game. Don't think I keep this. This is better. Keep this. Tuck that. Not Magna, please. Oh my goodness. Come on. Okay. That's so bad for us. Alright. Silver lining. Silver lining. Silver lining. Put one on aspirant so we can attack with the aspirant. And I feel like we're going to cast something big. I mean, so we can go. Oh, whoa. That's so bad. All right.
Expect to feel the full power of fight for Avernus, you fiend.
That's so dirty. Kugla, the Titan Ape. How do we beat that? How does this happen? Is that the walker?
I look forward to
Nice.
seeing you running away.
And we're going to lose our Legion's landing too. But he's going to lose his Magda. Alright. He's going to lose... We're gonna block here, block there. Then we're going to... We can't target this. It's just a shame. So we'll target Stormry instead.
I'm starting to get nipped now. They can only punish you if they catch you.
Oh, that's just... Alright. So we definitely crushed the weak. Right, definitely crushed the weak. That's good. I mean, we can work with that. And let's get rid of Dancing Sword. Let's get rid of Dancing Sword. Alright, okay. Okay, keep this. Unfortunately, we can't turn one Dragon's Rage Channeler. We can play Battle Cry. Goblin, alright. Drawing Mountain would be best here. If we can draw Mountain... not Mountain, but... I guess good enough. We can go Mana Form Hellkite next turn. Or we can go... Right. So I do want to go Mana Form Hellkite, I think. That's gonna rebound. So as long as our Maniform Hellkite doesn't die here, he's gonna die. Ah! Okay. Okay, so we play this, or 3. We play this. We can play this. We play this first. But if we do that, we don't get an extra. I think I made a mistake there. Ah, well, that's all she wrote. Oh! Oh, we want that on top. Okay. So we can tap stuff with this, and Sarah. We can, if we cast something big, we can just tap that down, and then we can swing with these two and cast Sarah. Right? So we are in a good position. Yeah, that is fine. That's going to Royal Eruption. Sure. Let's play this. Make Ingle. Tap this down. It's not going to attack. Perfect. So we can Sundering Rebuke this. Thundering Rebuke this. We can also do that. We need to Thundering Rebuke something, right? So let's Thundering Rebuke this. Tap this down. Does that work? What's better? So you can keep from making hasty creatures, right? Yeah, let's Thundering Rebuke this. Oh, come on! Alright, I think that works. Okay, needs to draw. Does it need to draw? Removal. Can also just draw. I don't know what we need to draw. Yeah, if he just makes a wolf, we win. Banefire won't kill. At 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 will be down to 1. You already used this Banefire. So I think, like if you're mono red or mono white, you won't stand a chance against this deck. Okay, I don't think that works. Yeah, that doesn't work. Unless he has Lightning Bolt. Good game. Yeah, remember, game 1, he had us, but he made mistakes. So that's one of those games where we were definitely not the luckier player. The matchup was bad. The draw cards we drew were bad, but our opponent made more mistakes or more critical mistakes than we did, so we won that one. All right. So we get 6,000 gold, which means we are up 3,000 gold, almost the cost of a full play. I didn't know I didn't have Castle Locthwain, 4 of Castle Locthwain yet. Alright, so that's it for me. Yeah, so we did 2 runs. One was a 3-0, the other one was a 2-1. The 2-1 was a Sultai ramp deck that didn't really have a lot of ramp, but had a lot of big stuff. And what we found there was when we went up against aggressive decks, then we do get bulldozed by very fast decks. Then we went aggressive with red white, which I think is the aggressive like colors of this cube. So you can go mono white, you can go mono red, but you can also go red white. And like if you go red white, we were able to get a lot of fixing. We were able to get several multicolored, several dual colored lands to fix us up. And yeah, so of course your overall power is going to be better. We were able to pick Sarah, which is very good. We were able to pick a couple. So basically, what you want there is really just a very good curve of 1 drop, 2 drop, 3 drop, up to 4 drop. Like if you can get a good curve there, then that's going to be very good at helping you win many of the games. Yeah. So especially versus lower decks like the first one we drafted, where we are relying on removal, like very few removal, to get us through the first few turns. As you saw in the last game, if we didn't draw Giant Killer, we're done. Like so that's the game plan if you're going to go ramp. Get to that point where you drop a big threat that they can't. If they can't answer it, you win. It just so happens that we were lucky enough to draw the right removal for Elder Gargaroth and won the game by doing that. All right, so that's it for me. Thank you for watching. I'll see you again next time.